Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. We are going to get out there and do some bridge fishing. It's one of my last scenarios that I wanted to fish on the Autopilot 136 before giving my final thoughts on it. So let's get started. Alright everyone, let's get this game started. Get to finally try this knife out. Gonna get these crabs cut in half. Almost didn't even have crabs because, wow. So I can't cut through the shell. Honestly, I want to use the knife so bad, but yeah, that's not gonna work. So let's put that fella right there. Pull out a scissors. We'll test that out soon enough. So what I was saying was we almost didn't even have crab because everybody was out. Got lucky enough to find a bait store on the island that did have some, so I consider myself super lucky. It's not the best of conditions, but if you're testing out the Autopilot, I guess this is exactly what we want. Moderate winds coming from one direction, and then you've got the tide going in the opposite. Very strong currents rip through here, and it's the main reason why I chose this spot to do bridge fishing. And you've got like 1 foot swells is what I'm gonna call it, but they're just coming out of every direction and they're hitting the kayak pretty hard, so we're bobbling all over the place. That's what I want to show on this last video with the Autopilot 136, just how good this motor is right here. Will it allow us to stay on point and fish this bridge for some nice monsters? Check that out before we even actually get to the fishing grounds. Kayak taking control of everything, getting us there safely without running into that we're able to tie and concentrate on the rig that we're using. Very simple. This is a sinker slide right there. We got a 2-ounce weight, a barrel swivel, some 30-pound mono leader, and then a 5/0 circle hook right there. This is like for your big style game. Very thick. Let's get the crab. I always hook them right here behind the flipper, or where the flipper is. So we'll go through right here and then just come out. Make sure that hook, let's rip the apron off so that we can actually see what's going on. That hook can see right there, you can see the fish's mouth. You don't want to bury your hook inside there because then your hookup ratio, it's gonna suffer big time. Wow. So that's after the first drop. The crab didn't even stay intact. Nothing. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that shell falls off pretty easy. We're gonna move locations. Been here for about 30 minutes and not one bite. All the little guys are munching us. So let's go more towards the old railroad bridge. We've made it. This is like a really, really bad situation waiting to happen, especially if you don't have the technology that's built into this trolling motor. So we've got structure on just about every side of us. Crazy currents, high winds, just spot locked ourselves. Let's see if we have the peace of mind to actually be able to fish. we go, just hit the bottom. We'll let this guy do its thing. Oh, wow. Yeah, keeping these guys on the hook is going to be very troublesome. It's a crushed claw. Maybe let's just, this is what I'm thinking, use the entire crab instead of cutting it in half. Normally I wouldn't want to do that. I'm going to have no choice though, because when I cut them in half, the internals come out really easy. Well, we got to get that out of the kayak. That's going to stink. So let's just keep it fully intact, use the entire crab. Hopefully it's gonna be able to do the trick, and we'll keep it on the hook a lot longer. You gotta make sure we'll be able to set the hook. I'm gonna clip off both of the points, these ends right there. That way we'll give maximum stank. We'll get their oils to just get down there and do their thing. Hopefully the little bait fish ain't gonna be able to take this fella now. I don't know, we gotta keep an eye on it. Just did a battery swap and gonna give y'all the quick 1 hour update. The crabs that we're using, being that they're not fresh, they're falling apart as soon as they go down there. That coupled with the fact that you've got smaller bait fish able to really rip into them. They're not staying on the hook long. We've only got 3 left. We started out with 5, and right now I'm using an entire crab. Hopefully that's gonna help to keep it together until we get a big fish to come along and take it all the way whole. But it might end up being a very fast day. I'm not too sure. Either way, what we wanted to do is just come out here and test the kayak on how it's able to handle really adverse conditions, and I couldn't ask for a better day. Uh-oh. That didn't feel like a really big fish. It was just a bunch of small bites. But I do think we have the fellow on the line, maybe. I don't know. He's not running with it. You can still feel all the little pecks. Guarantee we lost our crab. Ah, we didn't. We just lost the pincher. Okay. So we got something? Are you gonna take it? I think we might have something on. I don't know. I don't feel any head shakes. I don't. Okay, yeah, I think we do got something on. Let's get ready. There was a lot of tension. I don't feel him anymore. No. Oh, wow. So we did have something. There was a little bit of tension, and then all of a sudden it just went slack. That's why. Something just basically took our bait, robbed us. This crab stayed on a lot longer because I left it whole. And we got 3 more shots. I can't crack him in half. Okay, there we go. There we go. We got something on it. Let him have it just for a quick bit. There we go. We got him. Yeah. Got you, sucker. There we go. Boy, it's got to be something big, because that was a big crab that we used. Oh, baby. Alrighty, come on. Come on. We got so much structure around us, and that's where this boat shines. that motor is just gonna keep me planted right here to where I can fight this fella and not have to worry about steering clear of the pylons and everything else that is just around. There we are. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That is a massive, that's a bull drum. No, that's a big ugly. A bull drum. That's a nice big ugly right there. All right. That is what you can expect to catch. One of two things when you're using crabs like this. A nice big ugly or a bull red, one or the other. Oh my gosh. We got it done, ladies and gents. Yeah. Let's get the ego. I think he's big enough to, or this is big enough to fit him in. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Spectacular catch. All right, here we go. Right there. Mission accomplished. Yeah. I was getting really scared that we weren't going to be able to make it happen. Let's hurry up and get this guy on the grip, put him back out there to breathe. Wow, that is a big one too. Holy cow. All right. Let's get the hook off. That's a really good hook set right there in the corner of the mouth. Can't stress enough the use of circle hooks. You'll give the fish an opportunity to live rather than gut hooking these fellas. Oh, what a great fish. Back in the water you go, buddy. Oh my gosh. Make sure this guy is good and ready to go back down there, continue living the good life. These guys can get so much more bigger than this right here too. This is like a little tiny one. Very tough. A little bit stronger, bud. All right, he's ready to go. Look at that. One tail thrust and down he goes. Oh, wow. So, let's get that camera rolling. Leader line is really good. And there we have it. You're able to do so much with this platform right here. I just want to reiterate the conditions that we have going for us today, and that is moderate winds coming from the east, and then we've also got the current going out, so it's formed kind of like a washing machine effect. We're bobbling all over the place, and we've got structure all the way around us, and the motor spot lock technology through use of GPS satellite, and it's keeping us right here on point. Fought that nice size black drum with no issues whatsoever. I was just able to concentrate on getting that fella in. So what a spectacular platform to fish from. Very, very rough conditions. Seriously, I wouldn't even consider coming out here on a day like this, especially fishing something like this right here. It's just a no-go. But because Old Town has created such a spectacular fishing kayak that allows you to concentrate solely on fishing, you're able to get it done. Just a spectacular platform. All right, let's get the next fella set up and ready to get out there. Ugh, just got some nasty juices oozing out of him, buddy. Save that for later. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I forgot to do? Clip off those spines to let that juice start oozing out. Now we are ready. These pants are gonna stink so bad. All right, there we go. Down there at the bottom. Let's just chill and wait. Okay, we've been sitting here for quite a while, probably 30, 45 minutes, something like that. Let's check our line. Feels like we still got our crab on. Yeah. The conditions have laid low. The water is no longer really choppy. What I'm gonna do is move spots. We'll go on the opposite side of this bridge. And here, let's lay this rod down right there. Should be able to go under now. Go to the opposite side and see what we can get over there. Okay, let's spot lock ourselves, just drop down. 2-hour update. Let's check our bait, make sure we still have the crab on our line. Yeah, we still got him. I think because we don't have any running water, them fish are really not going to be moving as much as they would be if we had the nastier conditions. We need that water to be moving. And no current, usually no fish. You get lucky every now and again though. Let's do this. Start chumming the water because we are about to be done. Okay. Wash our hands. Gosh, this really reeks bad. That's gonna do it for this spot right here. We've been out for a while and yeah, still the same bait. Turn off spot lock and we're gonna make our way back over towards the causeway, go underneath that bridge, fish for probably another hour, and then we'll just call it quits altogether. Head back in. There's some things that I need to get taken care of. And we'll collect our thoughts concerning the boat, do another video, so y'all don't want to miss that one, that's for sure. It's really wild on how the conditions just laid completely low. Let's get over towards this pylon right here in the very middle where the channel is. All the cargo ships, not cargo ships, the barges that pass by go through that. It's the deepest portion in this area, so hopefully we can entice a big old nice bull red or a black drum to come out here again and bite the crab. There we go. Spot lock. Some of y'all may have the question like, how long is your battery gonna last? Will spot lock stay engaged? It'll run forever, like seriously. There's no doubt in my mind that you could probably get like an entire day if you were just on spot lock alone. It doesn't really use that much battery, so 150 amp hours should, depending on how much you move around, a 50 amp hour battery should last you all day long. It's just a nice added like security blanket to have the second one, because if you do want to go from A to B really fast at the highest speed setting, which I like to do, I can't stand wasting time, then you're going to want that second battery. It's just going to make sure that you have enough juice to get back home after you come out and fish all day long. This right here honestly doesn't waste much of anything. Now going through the marsh the way y'all have seen me do in the past, that really does soak up a lot of juice. So just some food for thought. Let's give it probably about 30 minutes to an hour, and then we're gonna call it quits. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate the support. That's gonna do it for the video. And for those of y'all that are not familiar with the channel, you only found your way here because of the Autopilot 136, check it out. There will be a playlist of videos at the end of this one right here. And if you're curious on how this kayak is able to handle all the scenarios, like the different types of styles of fishing as it pertains to the Texas Gulf Coast, definitely give it a look. And if you enjoy those, then please consider subscribing. I definitely would appreciate it. And yeah, that is gonna do it. To each and every one of y'all, or to everybody else, if y'all enjoyed the content, don't forget to click that thumbs up button. And until next time, tight lines, y'all.